Okay, let's get it, y'all. My name is John, and today I'm going to be putting this Bareroot apricot tree in the ground. And I've never done this before, so we're just going to have to figure it out as we go. But I got some really good beta from the people at the nursery, and I just have to do a really good job with this because it's not for me, it's for mi ma. Now, I always say that the most challenging part of any repot is removing the old soil, but that's already been done for us. So by far the hardest part of this whole endeavor will be digging the hole. Now, of course, they recommended we get a gopher basket, which sounds like a good idea to me, but they gave us this massive, massive gopher bucket. So I need to dig a hole bigger than this. So that's gonna take a while. So without further ado, let's get it started. Okay, so one of the things that was recommended is that we take this soil here, the native soil, mix it half and half with this other bag of soil that I bought. So I have this bin here. As I'm digging the hole, I'm just gonna be putting the dirt into this bin, and then later on we'll mix those together for our planting. So with the exception of some roots from some plants that had previously been there, this soil thankfully was actually quite easy to dig through. Okay, so here you can see the soil that we used. It's Bumper Crop by Master Nursery. And as you see here, it's light, but it's a very rich, nutrient-dense type of soil. Okay, so I filled the bin halfway with native soil, then I topped it off with the Bumper Crop and gave it a good mix to get ready for planting. Right, so I had the basket there, and I wanted to fill the hole up halfway just so the basket would stand on its own, and that would make the planting of the tree a whole lot easier. Okay, so here is the part where I'm about to actually plant this thing. I wanted to show you something interesting that they told us today. So if you see right here, there's a cut that was made, and so then this new branch came from that node below it. So they told us to make sure this cut faces north, which is interesting because most of the sun comes from the south. So if this cut faces north and the new branch is already growing on the opposite side of that, this will be facing south, so this branch will just grow towards the light, as opposed to if I had it the other way where it would have to bend back towards it. It's a tiny, it's like an inch, so I don't know how much it matters, but it's really interesting that they told us to make sure that we do that. All right, so I'm just gonna get this out of the bag and then we'll go stick it in the ground. Look at this thing. Look at this broomstick. It's literally, it really is. Check it out, check it out. For sure. Oh my God, oh, it's just, that glare is impossible. All right, well, that's north over there. Okay, so I'm gonna hold this at an angle. I want the actual tree to be like pretty straight, not the bottom trunk down here. So I did have to mix a few more batches of soil, but planting this was really easy because the roots that you had seen before were really, really large. So the tree stood up on its own almost right away, and so I just had to fill in around it. All right, there it is. Check it out. Look at all that soil. So this will be fun to see an update on this because it has no leaves, no buds, nothing. So I'm moving in a month. So the next time I come home, this is gonna have gone through a lot of changes. So that'll be really fun. Also, I just want to show you, this is how you know you did it right. Look at that. Oh yeah. Whew. All right, I am very sweaty. I think that was probably about an hour start to finish. I went through almost that whole bag of soil. Oh, and if you saw the root ball was about the size of that basket, and they had told me to dig the hole twice as wide as the roots. So we definitely did that. But in case you saw that, if that looked a little constricted. But I feel like that went well. First time planting anything in the ground, Bareroot tree. Nice and easy. So with any luck, later this year, this will be a nice, beautiful apricot tree. Check it out. It's been a couple weeks. This thing is firing them off. Look at all that leafy growth. Look at all these nodes. Like, the entire tree is just loaded. All right, but for today, that is gonna do it. So thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best with your plants and with your life. And I hope to see you back here again for another video real soon. Peace.